days, this week. Oh gosh. And it has just come like that. Pew, pew, pew.
Exactly.
I was
Goes
thinking,
so fast.
yeah, it goes so fast. So just thank God for, provision and everything and going back to school now. So parents, we need to be, make sure checking the uniforms, sizing them because they've grown. Their shoes, their hair, shave, make their hair, them look good. Back to school, and the routines will be changing as well. Now that they wake up anytime. So early to bed,
wake up late,
early to rise. Just talk to them. Like I was asking my daughter, do you want to do breakfast club or an after school club and all of those things? Just asking them what they like to do. Things like that, and just saying how they match your own job as well. To see, so like they don't go late to school. Because it's very key. This is where you need to start planning. Okay, my resumption time. Do they need breakfast club? Do they not need things like that? Just things to just help them.
Yeah, it's really good. It's important for them as well because it makes them know that you're thinking about them. Yeah. When we talk about closeness, being close to them and all of that, that's part of it. You're paying attention to their needs. That's a basic need for them. Preparing for their back to school. In all ways, making our girls' hair and planning on how to strategize and organizing things for them,
the lunchbox, things like that, just the little things. It really matters. It boost their self-esteem to school and all that, because they need to be okay from home and giving them that love and everything. Not scolding them a night before school. That's when they go to school and be like,
or in the morning
when they're dropping them off, things like that. Just learn, show them that you're there for them, you care for them, and
I think while we're talking about boys' mental health, it's part of taking care of their mental health. I think that sometimes you just feel, okay, it's back to school, we'll buy the uniforms. I was saying that I was at Trafford Centre last week, and goodness me, in one shoe shop, if you see the queue, I was like, gosh.
Honestly,
there was a time in my life I desperately wanted more children, but when I see those things, I'm like, come on,
enough now.
Slap yourself. The queue was out of this world, and it was all back to school. They were all trying on black shoes and stuff like that, So I think part of taking care of their mental health is go to do the uniforms, to do the, everything they need back to school, their hair for, the children and all that. But taking care of their mental health is to actually ask, do you like school? I think that's something we don't really, we just assume that our child will grow up, go to school and like school. But the reality is some children don't like school. And that's one thing that affects boys' mental health a lot, is that fear or the inability to tell their parents, I don't actually enjoy school, or I'm being bullied in school. So as your children are going back to school, make sure you have those one-to-one conversations. Do you like school? What do you like about it? If they say no, what do you not like about it? Because what they don't like might be something you may be able to sort out or address with their teacher. Know your children's teachers. Go for parents' evening, please. African parents, go for parents' evening. There are people who their children go through primary school, high school, and you never knew any teacher. You never went for any parents' evening. You're just chasing the money. But the reality is, you don't want this child to grow up and the person you're chasing money for doesn't even talk to you anymore. These things affect their mental health. Knowing that, there's going to be parents evening. Oh, daddy's going to come. Oh, mommy's going to come.
Because they will see other children.
They will see other children. So how do you think your child feels for every
Honestly.
single parent's evening?
You're not
And
there.
he's always the child that the parent, no carer, no adult, nobody shows up for him. And you think, it's okay, he's a boy, it doesn't matter. Because people do that. I was listening to a podcast about, these were black, African Americans, in the US. Big men, looking good, doing well for themselves. And they were talking about, why they felt, what affected their mental health most. And it was shocking that 5 of them said neglect. They said it wasn't about the shoes they were wearing. It wasn't about the clothes. It wasn't about where they, grew up. It was the fact that they felt neglected. And one said he never remembered any parent coming for parents' evening.
Oh my gosh.
So it's back to school next week. Talk to your children. We're almost finishing. Someone is already saying, we're almost finishing. But I hope that you've learned a lot, from us today that, boys' mental health matters. Their well-being matters. Being hugged and saying I love you to them matters. They matter just as much as your daughters. They need to be nurtured just as much as your daughters. They need to be spoken to just as much as your daughters. They need to be trained well just as much as your daughters. Yeah, so if you're looking for an organization that can support your boys, there's In His Image Community Interest Company. You can check our website, www.inhisimagecic.org.uk. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook and on X. Send us a DM. We are more than happy to support, because we support boys from African descent in the UK to ensure that they thrive and their overall well-being is, taken care of and being looked after. So thank you to our amazing listeners. Thank you, Tokwe. Thank you, NK. We could go on and on and on. We've not got time.
The only thing I want to add is, when you said In His Image, you were quick. I want to, if you're not getting it, In His Image. It's very important. It can't be overemphasized. For boys, In His Image, CIC. Check it anywhere on Facebook and the website. Please, we need that to happen.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'll say that you're not alone. We're in this together. Honestly, please seek help if you need to.
There's help.
We love you.
We love you. Until the same time next week, listen to this song, How We Roll. Enjoy yourself. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Bye now.
You can go on and on.
They are speaking British. This is so bad. Is it time yet?
We are finished.